Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world, it's the Joe Cortez Show.
Well, welcome to the Joe Cortez Show here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the entertainment capital of the world. Guys, well, I have a big surprise for you today. We have a special guest, not one, but four of the Earth, Wind, and Fire. When you say fire, man, I say, what? Fire? Yeah, where's the fire? These guys, these guys, I'll tell you, these guys are something else. They say fire, I say, I want to run. But I'm glad my friend Rick here and Jeannie supplied me with the fire extinguisher. I said, I don't know what kind of fire they're bringing out, but we'll bring a lot of fire on the show today.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Well, yeah, we're looking forward to these, my dear friends, because these guys are so special. Not only are they friends, they're Big Five fans, and there are individuals that I could call some of the biggest, the best, most popular groups probably in the world. I mean, Earth, Wind, and Fire have been around since 1969. Yeah. And we have Bobby Burns Jr. here to my left. We have Myron McKinley, John Paris, and David, also known as Trigger.
Tigger.
Tigger.
Indeed.
Oh, Tigger.
Yes.
Man, you bring a lot of fire to this here. Tigger.
That's our point man right here.
All right.
I just like to stay on my toes.
Give him the ball.
You probably make a good fighter there.
Well, my toes are better than my hands, though.
So you know how to run. You may need that in the ring. Sometimes a lot of people say Floyd Mayweather likes to run in that ring. He just slug it out with you.
Yeah, but that's right. He did well with his running.
Yeah. The name of the game is hit. Don't get hit.
That was the point.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's why performance sentence.
All right, now you guys are performing here at the Venetian in Las Vegas. I met you guys here. You come here once a year, sometimes twice a year. You at the Venetian presently performing.
Yes.
And you guys have been around since 1969.
Yes, they have.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about you guys? I'm gonna give you guys all a shot. How many Grammys have you got?
I'm not exactly sure the number of Grammys. John,
six?
I think
six,
six.
7, yeah.
6 Grammys.
I think 6.
Man, I'm still looking for my first. So you guys are doing pretty good, man. I got to catch up to you guys. You guys are incredible.
There's
6
still time.
Grammys.
Still got time. You're young.
And I still got a little spark of the old flash.
There you go.
Now, let me ask a question. We're here in Vegas, and of course, Vegas is the entertainment capital of the world. We have some great groups and great entertainers coming out here. Mm-hmm. But you guys sell out at these events every year. Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit about your records, and how many records, more or less, or LPs have you recorded throughout the years?
Man, how many of it?
Man.
Ooh. About somewhere in the teens.
In the teens,
In
okay.
the mid-teens, yes.
Okay, so we'll take 19. Okay, so you guys been up there in the teens. That's pretty good. I mean, it's six Grammys. Yeah. It says a lot about you guys, and you guys still seem like you kick some butt out there with your music. I mean, you guys. Ask you a question. Now, you have been with the group how many years?
20, almost 20. He and I both. He's been there longer than us, though.
Him, and look, he look like the baby of the group.
I was a prodigy at 13 when I first came. Does that sound good?
And you still got all your hair, man.
Well, the back.
Yeah, you got it in the back. I got it in the front here.
Over 20. I came in 95.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So the original group was called Salt and Pepper?
Salty Peppers.
Salty Pepper.
Yes.
And then in '71 it became Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now here we are in Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world, and you guys, I'm sure you guys have been touring around the world. Is that correct?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about some of the performances you had around the world? Most recently?
Recently?
Yes.
We were in Europe last year, I believe.
Yes.
So we went to Germany, we went to France, we went to Great Britain.
Great Britain. Okay.
Yeah.
You got a big fan base in Great Britain.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
They're huge, eh?
1 or 2.
No, Great Britain's a big one. I mean, I've heard you guys when I've been to Great Britain many times.
Yes.
And I see you guys, your name always pops up every so often.
Popular there.
You're very popular.
Yeah.
And John, how about you now? You're been with the group since 20 years now.
Yeah, almost 20.
And it seemed like it was yesterday, huh?
It does. It does.
How's that traveling before you? How you get that?
It can be a burn. Every now and then, but the music is just so invigorating, and you get that instant reciprocation from the crowd, and you just blow up. You don't really think about how tired you are until it's over.
Yeah, good point.
And that's, you know, especially like what Bobby was saying overseas, it's even, you can double it because there's so much more appreciation for music in general over there that, you know, we could probably stay a lot longer.
Yeah, they
than we
definitely
do,
appreciate old school
But
over there.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, they remind us, you know, how important it is to be detailed to that music.
Yeah, now you
It's
guys,
a difference.
you guys started out. The group was founded back in the Windy City, Chicago. Yeah, the Windy
Yes.
City.
Yeah.
Maurice White,
Maurice
the
White.
visionary creator. Yeah, went to
And-
Chicago and saw the whole thing, which is blessed generations. I mean, that was, man, we're eternally grateful that he followed through with it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it could be challenging because he was already famous before he left. When he was with Ramsey Lewis already, he didn't really have to do that.
Right.
But because he had this vision and the follow through, you know, here we are with our kids being blessed because, you know,
Exactly.
Okay, now,
determined.
what do you guys see on the horizon now with Earth, Wind, and Fire?
More music.
Any recordings in line? Anything set up for any?
There's always more music because as God sends it, it has to come out somewhere.
Yeah.
So then it's a matter of getting the logistics together to get it from inside of us to the people.
I got an idea. I think you guys there should be a documentary on Earth, Wind, and Fire. I mean, you guys bring history from way back. I mean, you guys been consistent with your music throughout the years. I mean, a nice documentary about Earth, Wind, and Fire. And I think every time I hear that word fire, man, I would fill out that fire extinguisher out. Man, you guys are amazing. I mean,
Oh, man, we
who
appreciate
created
you.
that name, Earth, Wind, and Fire? Where did that come from?
Came from Maurice and his
chart.
his chart or his
His astrological chart.
Astrological
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, and I forgot who he was speaking with, but he noticed that there was air and earth and fire in the chart, and he changed the air to wind, and as he says, the rest was history.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
what it was.
Are you guys involved with any groups as far as helping out the young kids out there that are starting out in the music industry? What have you guys been doing with any schools or any projects you have in line?
Well, both Philip has his own Music is Unity, which teaches the kids
Okay.
and brings them to the concerts and let them talk to various individuals
Yeah.
that are working in different capacities to figure out what works best for them. Because everybody's not a musician or a singer, but
Right.
there's so many other things that people can do that's inside that arena. And Verdine has the same thing, right? I forgot what his is
Yeah, I
called.
forgot what his is called too.
But yeah, they all do it, and we all do it separately as well too, and go teach and help
There's
out
also
some
the
kids.
Remember we did
Grammy
the Grammy
Kids,
camp?
the Grammy
Yeah,
Kids.
yeah, that
Grammy
was
Kids
a
camp,
lot
and
of
that's-
fun.
yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that camp.
Well, I can't go into the whole details, but somehow they've worked these kids. We've gone in and talked. They would break the group up, look the kids up, and we work with like I'm a trumpet player. We work with the brass players or the wind players, and I think Myron at the keyboards and such and such.
Percussion
And it's set up through the Grammy Foundation. I
the
think,
Grammy
right?
Foundation,
Yeah, that
right?
was so
there's-
much fun.
Yeah, and they actually had a chance to play
Yeah.
with us on.
Makes a difference.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So
it
they
was
sat in and
awesome.
played. Well,
Yeah, I guess it must be really inspiring to see that these young folks that really want to get places and make it in the entertainment field, especially with music. And you guys, they look up to you guys like you guys are their heroes. You inspire these young folks to want to be something in life. I'm sure you guys have made a lot of changes in individuals' lives because of what you're doing. And God bless you guys with this talent so you can pay it forward.
It's inspiring to see them because the schools are not supporting it like it was when we started. So
Right.
Absolutely.
it's when I see a kid that's hungry like that, all you want to do is just pour into them
Yes,
as much
sir.
as you can because you're like, man,
Absolutely.
you could do something else, but you're hungering for something that you don't see.
Exactly. Have you guys thought about doing anything on the big screen?
Be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
I get chicken when that red light comes on, though.
A piece of cake, man.
I wouldn't mind.
That would be nice. I mean, something before you guys pack it in, before you call it nights out. Let's do something big with a big bang. A nice movie, a nice concert movie, kind of
Even
a
a feature
reality
or
type of where you guys all came from and where you ended up.
Well, you
People
could
want to
do
know that history.
About 10 reality shows, though. Because everybody has a perspective, and how it affected them differently.
Right.
That's when we talk to each other, even to this day, about our journey and how we ended up here. It's incredible. it's a movie in itself.
Yeah.
I know a lot of
miniseries.
Yeah, a lot of folks want to know about behind the scenes. What goes on behind the scenes? I mean, there's a lot of magic that goes on. Some stuff you want to share, some stuff you don't want to share.
A lot of laughter.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah,
Yeah, we
Yeah.
laugh a lot.
But they just see, the hour and a half. But it.
We laugh in the middle of the
takes
show
all
too.
day.
Oh, why not? You gotta have fun.
We have a few inside jokes that we know. So if we see something that we'll look at each other and say that we know what that is, that inside joke. And then, should I say this? That technology has improved over the years. So now if there's a message you have to get to each other, instead of somebody running over and making hand signals, now
Yeah.
we can actually talk to each other. So sometimes we use it for technology, and sometimes we use it for haha.
Oh, man. Or somebody's off with a note. And you look at it like, what the hell?
Or sometimes we do from the Godfather, James Brown.
Right.
A lot of people know James Brown used to
Right.
find his musicians. He would just do that. So,
Right.
so that's a little haha to us.
Yeah.
So if somebody does mess up, we'll look at each other. We'll just do that.
Well, you gotta have fun when you're working, have fun, make it a great night. So at the end of the night, you say, you know what? Man, I'm making money, but I'm having fun with this. I'm working my butt off, but it's a lot of fun.
That is the most
And
humbling
that's the
part.
rewarding part of it.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
that,
just
not only
said-
that, but again, the rewarding part, like I said, about working with the youth program, and working these kids coming up, and you see young talent. I mean, I watch some of these America's Got Talent, Great Britain's Got Talent, and I watch these kids 13, 12, 10, 9, 11, whatever. The young kids, they got this talent. I said, where did they come from? It's a tearjerker for me every time I watch them because I like to see these kids with that talent.
Sure.
You say, how can a 13-year-old young man or young lady have that voice? They do that Whitney Houston songs and they do the song. I said, oh my God!
Yeah.
It's a different time
Even
period
the
now.
judges there themselves, they look at it and say, I can't believe this. I can't believe what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing. So it happens. I'm sure you guys come across that all the time. I have a friend in the Latin world, Victor Manuel out of Puerto Rico. He's a salsero. He plays a lot of salsa. And one time he was watching Gilberto Santa Rosa at a concert in Puerto Rico. And Gilberto tells me, they're both good friends of mine. They come to Vegas a lot to perform. And Gilberto tells me, Joe, one day I was performing and this kid standing on the corner all night long. He didn't move from there. And then at the end of the show, when everything finished, he wanted to talk to me. And I said, yes, what is it? He says, I want to sing. I want to sing with you guys. He looked at him and said, come to the studio tomorrow and we'll try you out. And the kid turned out to be one of the biggest stars in Puerto Rico right now.
Yeah.
He turned out to be a hell of a singer, Victor Manuel.
Victor Manuel.
He sells out concerts and he goes to Mexico, Colombia, 50,000 people in most recent shows watching this kid perform. And he's not a kid anymore. He's in his early 50s, but he told me how it started. So I like to see, young talent that's out there
So,
developing.
absolutely.
And guys like you guys can make these guys' dreams come true.
That's
On
why-
that note, can we just say what a thrill it is to sit here across from you, man?
Yes,
Yo.
absolutely. In honor.
We don't want to clap too loud.
In honor.
Microphone.
Since we were ink spots, we were watching. No, we've been out that long. But no, man, we appreciate you, man. You're
Well,
the
I
best.
appreciate
You're
being
the
with you
best.
guys. I mean, I feel like I'm in a ring right now. All right, I'm fair, but I'm firm. Let's touch them up.
Yes.
But this is what I'm talking about, having fun, doing what we're doing. My dream was to do something behind the mic after I retired from boxing or in front of a camera, because this is what I love doing, because I like sharing knowledge and wisdom and our talents with the folks out there that are watching and saying, you know what, Joe Cortez, but we thought he was a fighter. He's a guy who always enforced the rules, but I love to have fun out there. I like to get out there, talk to you guys about what we're doing in the entertainment field, especially here in Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world, and now it's starting to be known as the sports capital of the world. Because we have the Golden Knights here, we have the Raiders coming in, we have we got basketball, the women's professional WNBA, and we have professional boxing. You have it all.
Yeah.
Soccer.
Yeah.
So this is really starting to develop to be a town where everybody wants to be coming, and I can see you guys here more frequently because they're going to be bringing you guys out to open up these games at the Raiders. Halftime.
There we go.
Earth, Wind, and Fire, halftime. Oh my God! Everybody say, "Wow!"
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
One of my favorite, what do you call it, like grudge matches that we like.
Yeah.
Aaron Pryor.
Aaron Pryor.
You're gonna say it.
I refereed him my first world title fight, Aaron Pryor.
And Alec, was it Guerrero?
Alexis Arguello.
Arguello, yeah.
Yeah, for Nicaragua. Yeah, that was a fight. They
But
fought
they do
twice.
too, right?
They
Yeah.
fought twice. I mean, when Aaron Pryor stopped him the first time, the people couldn't believe that Alex out of the way said, I was not prepared 100% for this guy. I wanted to rematch. The same thing occurred.
Same
He stopped
thing
him
happened.
again the second time.
Yeah. See, that's what I wanted to ask you. It's like, about that behind the scenes stuff.
Well,
what
but
was really going on?
Who knows? But I know that I know that his trainer. There was something that went wrong in that corner. Something funny. You can hear the mic.
Yes,
he
sir.
says, "Give me the water." No, give me the one
The
that I
other
mix.
one, yeah.
Like, what? Aaron
I
Pryor.
remember that.
And then Panama Lewis, and it's open, public, public record is out there. But one thing that he did, I didn't like, was when he took out the padding, the horsehair of a boxing glove of Luis Resto, when he fought Billy Collins in Madison Square Garden. And when that happened, his father, Billy Collins Jr., went to shake Luis Resto's hand after the fight was over. Billy Collins' his son took a pounding. He was all black and blue. His eyes were all puffed up. He said, all right, we lost. Congratulations, thank you. When he shook his hand, he said, hey, Commissioner, he got no padding in the glove. And they arrested him right in the ring. They took him, and they went to trial, went to jail. Both of them went to jail. Luis Resto never fought again, and Panama Lewis, the trainer, was never licensed again, banned for life.
Remember that fight we went to?
And you hate to see that thing happen in boxing. That's why in boxing today, the referees always check the gloves. They got inspectors in the dressing room. Watch out how you use the bandage, how you wrap your hands to make sure that nothing's going wrong illegally. And then we got inspectors in Washington while they're being wrapped. The inspectors in the corner making sure everything is legal. If anything goes wrong, these guys are going in the can like Panama Lewis did and Luis Resto.
Yeah. Who did we go see? Was Shane Mosley?
Sugar Shane and the guy that beat
Margarito.
Yeah,
we were
there.
Fight.
Yeah, they got Margarito in the dressing room. They time to put something in his ear wraps in L.A. and they caught it. But they say, well, what happened maybe once before when he beat Miguel Cotto? Miguel Cotto got said, I've never been hit so hard in my life.
Cotto beat him the next time, right?
Yeah, Cotto had a rematch. Cotto
beat him down. Yeah.
Everybody rooted for Cotto in that fight because they said if he got robbed in the first fight because his hands were packed.
Yeah.
Maybe the second time he did stop him. So, but he got caught there in California doing that as well. Yeah. So that's why the commissions now they got to spend. Everybody's watching. You're under a microscope when you're in that dressing room. They're watching you real close, making sure that nothing goes wrong. And one of the other things is that they have to do the testing, the drug testing. They do the urine test after the fight. And you know what? Those inspectors, the inspectors got to be there watching, making sure it's going in there. It's not in his pocket in the bottle. Make sure it's going in there.
Good aim.
Make sure you got hitting the target.
You have to now.
You got to because everybody's up to something's up. They try to get over, and then when they get caught, you know what? Their history. It's over. That's why you don't hear too much about fights being fixed like it was back in the days when Frankie Carbo was around. Al Capone was the guy controlling all these guys, and Frankie Carbo only went to jail because they tried to fix fights that back in the 40s and 50s. You don't hear about that happening anymore. If it happens, it's on a low level, and they catch those guys, they go to jail too. And let me catch them. Give
as dirty as it gets for us is like we'll give them 10 minutes and half the PA. And we'll go home with all the marbles though. The boxing game.
When we tape up before our shows though, it's all good tape. It's
tape on that.
Funny on So with the knees.
Don't poke him in the eye.
The knee braces and the
Band-Aids.
But you guys are amazing. I mean, you are one of the.
He's one of the original men ever.
Don't listen to him.
Bobby, tell me about it. Tell me more about yourself.
Well, I came on the band in 2004.
2004. That was yesterday.
Yeah.
That
Felt like yesterday, actually. Yeah. So I came in to actually to replace Ray Brown. Ray Brown got sick. And great trumpet player, great musician, fine gentleman. So he had Bell's palsy. And that was his second time with it. And so he stepped down, and here I am today.
And you stepped in.
Yeah.
How about you?
I came in around 2001.
Yeah, early 2000.
Right after performing, was on tour with Whitney Houston, and after leaving her, came with them, and then been with them since then.
So Myron, you were with Whitney Houston for how many years?
2
2 years.
Yeah.
And John?
Yeah, same. Almost a few days right after Myron came in, and I was actually in Phoenix, Arizona, working on another project, and our previous MD, Robert Brookins, rest in peace, is a prankster. You have to know him to understand why I did my response was the way it was, and he knew that I was big fan. We grew up on it together. Right. He calls me up, and I'm right in the middle of this project, and he says, I'm in Phoenix, by the way, and hey, we need a drummer. Who was we? He's talking about. I thought he was talking about Philip, because I played with him and Philip also. No, with Earth. I gotta imitate him.
With
Earth, Wind, and Fire. I hung up the phone because I thought he was joking with me, because that's the kind of a guy he was. So he calls me back, and I'm serious. We need. Go on and on with this for a few minutes. I hung the phone up again. So thank God I'm pretty good with voices. He was in the cab in the back seat with Philip. And they were in New York somewhere or something on their way to Vegas. I'm not quite sure. But I heard Philip say in the back, oh, tell him if he can do it, we're going to stop looking. And I'm like, oh, he's serious. Like my whole blood ran cold. 3 days later, I was on the plane to Vegas, the Hilton, I think it was. Yeah.
And David told what your roles.
Oh boy.
He's still rolling. Constantly.
Well, I also had worked with Whitney for a couple of years prior to Myron getting there, so we never worked with her together.
Okay.
And then I was in the middle of doing some gospel stuff with a group that some friends and I put together back home in Jersey.
Yeah.
And I was on my way to the bank on Route 206 in Flanders, and my beeper, I didn't even have a cell phone, my beeper went off and it said 911. And it was a guy named Scott Mayo, who was a sax player here at the time. Oh. And he was replacing Gary Bias, who had worked with Whitney. And so I thought something happened to he just had a child. So I said, hey man, is everything okay? He put 911. He said, oh yeah, everything's fine, but they want you to come do this gig. I said, well, what were you talking about? Because I had sent a tape and a picture 2 months. This was July, so in April I sent a tape and a picture. They called back in May and said the position is no longer available. So I guess they changed their mind. They were still deciding. Yeah. And so when he called me and said, they want you to come, I said, okay, well, I'm doing something Saturday. I'm going to rehearsal tonight, and I can come out after that. And he said, well, no, they want you to come tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
I said, but I'm busy. I can't come to. And so, make a long story short, I went to the rehearsal that I was doing that Saturday with my friends, and I rehearsed them without my part there so somebody could cover. Right. Went home after 8 or 9 that night in New Jersey and packed to come to Vegas to meet them at Caesars for 2 months.
Wow,
and I guess I was okay because they kept me.
So how many total the Earth, Wind, and Fire? What's the total amount of musicians and singers
on the stage?
Yes, on the stage.
12
I thought there were 12 or 13.
12 total, I think.
12 total?
Yeah.
Bobby counts better than the rest of us.
Okay. Anyway, Bobby, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to go down the line again. If you had to do something different in your life, what would you have done if you were not with Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Wow. Probably becoming a pilot.
A pilot?
Yeah.
What do you know about flying?
It's high.
Yeah, but you can go down.
Yeah, you can. But I'm hoping to stay up there.
Yeah. A pilot.
I can,
these guys, you must be high.
Not yet.
Well, you're always high.
I play high notes.
Oh, okay, high notes. Okay.
And that takes some air out of, the problem.
Myron, same question.
Martial arts instructor.
Martial arts instructor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you pretty quick. You got good reflexes, I understand.
I work on it.
Yeah, I already told you.
Martial arts. Why martial arts?
There's a correlation between music and martial arts. Even if you go back to that old samurai time, then the samurais either did poetry or played an instrument. Yeah. And there's a correlation with you trying to be calm and centering your mind, and the same thing with music. Right. And I just was gravitated to both of them. And there's no difference to me. When you're doing music, it's the same thing to me as doing. You're constantly learning and adapting to whoever your partner is. Mm-hmm. And the same thing with music. When you play with each person, he brings his upbringing and everything that makes him, which I probably never experienced, but comes out in his music. Yeah. And I have to adapt to that. Exactly. And we both have to do that with each other. And it's the same thing with a martial arts. When you're training or you're fighting, you're going to have to figure out something to adapt else you're gonna
I think I'm
lose.
gonna get a contract. See if I can sign you up with the boxing. Maybe you're like a light heavyweight 175.
Oh no, yeah, that ain't no. I'll lose weight. I'll go down.
Okay. And hey, John, same question to you. What would you be doing if you were not with the Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Praying.
Huh? You be a pastor? You be praying?
No, just praying. No, maybe basketball. I mean, because I
Basketball.
did that every day of my life, all the time.
Always playing basketball?
Even when I got serious about music, I'm a basketball freak. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, so then you would have been maybe with Magic Johnson, those guys.
Well,
Don
yeah,
Jordan?
I wanted to play with him. I saw him playing in college. I was like, I want that dude to pass me the ball. That would have been great.
And Michael Jordan from Chicago, your hometown, right?
Well, no, I'm
His
from
hometown.
Jersey.
You're Jersey.
Yeah, by way of
Okay. So where Jersey you from?
Trenton. I was born
You in Trenton.
Yeah, back
And
and
you
forth.
live now in.
I live now in North Brunswick.
New
Now
Brunswick?
Everybody knows now.
Okay.
But I'm from East Orange originally.
East Orange.
Yes,
What's
sir.
your address?
Huh? Okay, so David, what would you have been doing if you were not with a musician, Earth,
I
Wind,
wanted
and
to be
Fire?
a lot of things as a child, but I always wanted to be on a sitcom. I always felt
Sitcom?
I wanted to make people laugh, like making people laugh.
Okay.
Like making people smile. Not necessarily even being the one who has the joke. I like being what they call the straight man, to just feed the joke. So I like that.
You do like a stand-up comedy?
No, but
More reality.
If someone wrote for me, I could, because I could deliver it in a certain way. But I'd like to be on an ensemble cast and just, be funny.
Yeah, okay. So you're like a funny character. You like to have fun.
Yeah, good funny guy,
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
I like to amuse people.
Yeah, maybe get you in Hollywood someplace. Get you on the big screen out there.
Or even do interviews on the street.
You can do it in the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were looking for a job. Maybe we get you with one of the sports networks. Get you out there.
Yeah.
I like sports.
You like the fight game?
Yeah, I don't mind at all.
Yeah?
As long as I don't get hit.
As long as you- well, maybe.
Well, the NFL is my favorite sport.
Which one?
The NFL.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, American football. That's
But you didn't talk about you being a football player.
Well, I wanted to.
But what happened?
Okay. I'll tell you what. I played in 7th and 8th grade, full contact.
Okay.
Freshman year, I came back to practice, and I did this. And everybody had that growth spurt from like 13 to 14.
Yeah.
And the same week, there was a band rehearsing down the street from my house in East Orange that needed a trumpet player. And that's when I joined the band. But I had a buddy of mine that played at that same freshman high school team that ended up playing with the Packers. He won a Super Bowl, played next to Reggie White. Another friend of mine went to Cornell, Division I football. Those are the people that I didn't want to get hit by.
Yeah, but now I'm sure that all those guys in every sport that we talk about and any field you guys been into, they all look up to you guys now as their heroes. You're an inspiration to all these guys. A lot of us out there look at it and say, you know what? I wish I could have been a singer. I wish I would have had the voice, or I would have had the talent to be a good musician. But someone that just, they can't do it. But you know what? They sit there and listen to you guys and enjoy it to the fullest, like I do myself. Which is something that I really admire about you guys. Because being an entertainer is not easy, but it's always been something on my bucket list. I said, man, if I had to do it all over again, I would love to have been an entertainer, whether a musician, playing the sax, or maybe just singing with a group,
Guica, cowbell.
I can play the bell, ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And when I hear the Earth, Wind, and Fire, I come out with the extinguisher, man, and get you guys. But I'll tell you, having you guys on the show today is like very, very, very special to me. I got to pinch myself to say, oh my God, I'm here with my buddies, these guys, having fun, and we're just talking and leave out of here today. We're going to go have dinner after the show and just have a good time. And it's been so inspiring to listen to each one of your stories and where you guys came from and where you're going. Where are we going?
Not even looking at me. Watch this.
See? He wore it up.
Now, see, but this is what I'm talking about, you viewers out there. This is what I'm talking about, coming to a show like this here and have this great talent, young guys that really want to share their knowledge and wisdom with you, their experiences, which is the things that you fans out there say, we didn't know all these things behind the scenes with these young, talented entertainers for Earth, Wind, and Fire. And I think I want to really thank you guys for being with us today,
Joe.
because
Thank you, Joe.
we're here in the entertainment capital of the world. And I used to always say the boxing capital of the world, but when it comes to you guys, definitely you guys, top of the line. You're the kind of guys that we like to have on the show on a regular basis. Next time you're in town, make sure that you come, we spend some more time on the show again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Our
And you
pleasure.
viewers out there, don't forget, they're at the Venetian Hotel here in Las Vegas, Nevada. You'll be performing there
Friday
Friday and Saturday
Yes.
at the Venetian Hotel. Take care, guys. We'll talk to you next week. Joe Cortez, unfair but I'm firm. Touch 'em up. Take care.